Hinch Yourself Happy by Mrs. Hinch. About the author. Sophie Hinchliffe, Mrs. Hinch, is 28 years old and, in her own words, loves to clean, aka hinch. Sophie coined the term hinching for cleaning and shares her hinching adventure on her hugely popular Instagram account. Sophie is a big believer in the idea that a happy home can help create a happy mind, and decided to write a book packed with tips to help shine your sink and soothe your soul. Mrs. Hinch is married to Mr. Hinch, and they live in Essex with their dog Henry Hinch. To my husband Jamie, my beautiful boy Henry Hinch, my family, my friends, and my Hinchers, all the best. Love, Soph XX. Welcome, my wonderful Hinchers. This book is for each and every one of you because you guys really are absolute best. You have genuinely changed my life. As you have all heard me say many times before, I am not a professional cleaner. I have never claimed to be, but I hope I can help to make the whole process fun for people. I think cleaning, aka hinching, really has a potential to bring people together. Just hear me out on this one. You have got all your celebrities and your supermodels, and even those people you just aspire to be like. But remember this, hinchers, we are all the same when we are wearing a pair of rubbery Gregory gloves and cleaning our toilets. I'm just saying. Now, some may think it strange, but I have such a laugh when I clean, organize, or just hinge in general, and I would love everyone to come along with me for the ride. I just do whatever works for me, and I try to make it as easy and as enjoyable as possible. I love life and I love to smile. You can never smile too much now, can you? I get asked all sorts of questions about housework, removing stains, lime scale, being organized, etc. But believe it or not, especially more recently, I get asked so many more questions about my life in general. So fingers crossed, I'll answer them all for you in this book. Hopefully, you'll be able to take a lot away from it and pick up tips, just like I have, that will stay with you forever. If I talked about cleaning but didn't tell you about the positive impact it's had on my life and why I started hinging in the first place, it would feel odd. Cleaning has been my savior in a lot of ways. I've always been very open about the fact that I am a warrior. I live with anxiety, nerves, and panic attacks, but grabbing one of my favorite clothes and getting busy has been the thing that I have found help to calm my mind more than anything else. I think it's so important to be upfront and honest about my worrying and panic attacks, and that's why I also wanted to give you an insight into both my past and my present and explain exactly why my Instagram account means so much to me. So grab yourself a cuppa and get yourself cozy in your favorite comfy spot in your home with your favorite throw and read on, my hinchers. All the best, Mrs. Hinch. Part 1. Home is where my heart is. Chapter 1. My home is my sanctuary. My home means everything to me. It means safety and coziness and happiness. All of my achievements are here and it's mine and Mrs. Hinch and Henry's home. And that means the world. No one knows what really happens behind closed doors. No matter how well we know people, we never truly get to see what happens when they come in, kick off their shoes, and hide away. All of your secrets are in the place where you live. You probably have your best and your worst times there, and it's your private treasure chest that only you have a key to. Anyone can live in a house, flat, apartment, or a caravan, but making that place a home is the best feeling ever. Now it goes without saying that what truly makes somewhere homely is the memories that you and your loved ones share there. That obvious is one of the most important thing. But from an aesthetic point of view, you can make somewhere your home by putting things you love in it. You decorate it how you like and you keep it clean. You do it in your fave sense and you care for it. It's extremely special after all. I really do think we should respect our homes. I cherish and respect everything I own and I feel so lucky to have it. There is a danger of turning your house into a show home to impress other people, so it's got to be about what you like. I browse people's home on Instagram daily, and some of them literally take my breath away. But I don't think to myself, I want that house because I love and enjoy my own. But we can still appreciate each other's different tastes and styles. Your friends may pop over for a cuppa once a week and have a nose about, but you've got to live there day in, day out. So it's not about impressing other people, it's about being comfortable and happy in your own space. Saying this is a big step for me because years ago I would have decorated my home in a way that I thought other people would like or be impressed by. I'll get into that more a bit later. And it's real progress that I thought I don't feel the need to do that anymore. I honestly believe that I found myself through my home. Is my house perfect and spotless? No way. Is it to everyone's taste? Definitely not. Some people don't like the gray and white looks, so my place would be their worst nightmares because they would think it's boring. But I love it and I'm happy here. I really am. We all have to do what suits us and not anyone else because sadly we do live in a world where a lot of people live their lives trying to be like someone else. Please don't. Please be you. I read a quote once that has always struck with me. It said, "No one is you, and that is your power." I think that one of the worst things you can do is compare yourself to other people. This is one of the reasons I dance around my lounge, name my clothes, put my sink to bed, and sow my excitement over what others may consider the most simple thing because that's just me. Just like every person is different, so is every home, and I love that. My mom's home is full of oatmeals and browns, which I love. My friend Lean has green and browns, and it looks so nice. The motto for my home, however, has always been gray all the way. These are mine and Jamie's four walls, and we have really worked hard saving for them. So I think we should be able to do whatever makes us happy inside them. If you go into a shop and you love something, it doesn't matter how little it costs, what color it is, or what other people think of it. If you take it home and you love it, then it's going to make you feel good. Colors and styles come and go all the time, so stick with what you like and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Have you noticed how quickly fashions change? This includes decor. Who cares if you get a fabulous statement wall and then people decide they don't like them anymore? So what? Life goes around in circles and things go in and out of style. So please yourself. You may as well because you can't please all of the people all of the time. Personally, I enjoy looking after things. I enjoy polishing my ornaments with Dave, karate chopping my cushions, and just looking after them. I honestly think if you love your home, it will love you right back. For example, I've had the big white wooden candlestick that sits in my front room for so long. I got it in B&M, reduced to $6.99 because the metal dish on the top had broken off. I took it home, superglued it back on, and repairing it made me smile. I gave it a new lease of life. It's been with me a long time, so it's got a few chips here and there, but it's still warms my heart. I could buy another one to replace it, but I don't need to. Why spend money on something new when you're already happy with what you've got? I would never leave the little Essex village I have lived in since I was young. All my friends and family still live there, and it's my little bit of heaven. I've always been a home girl, and if someone said to me, you can either have something for your wardrobe or for your home, I'd go for a home every time. It's my sanctuary, my very own box of treasures and barks. I never want to change who I am, or what I buy, or how I speak. I'm who I am. I'm a very homely girl, and my mom still comes around to help me cook. I think people believe I walk around in Louboutins, but the truth is, I don't own a pair. I think if I was ever magically given some, I would end up putting them on display because I'd be so scared to wear them. I would probs Dave and Sheen them most days. Let's face it, a lot of us are fascinated by other people's home. I know I certainly am. I always thought it would be amazing to be an estate agent so I could have a nose around other people's places. I also really want someone to create a TV show where they go into people's house and find out the stories behind the things they own. I bet it would be so interesting. I'm actually a secret lover of shows like Bargain Hunt and Antique Roadshow. Every home and every object tells a story. I'd like to know why people have bought things and how much they wear. I'd like to know about upcycling projects and how they have made them work, and find out the history of certain objects. Imagine if someone has been in their home for 50 years. Their possessions would have such amazing stories to tell. I would love to sit and listen to it all.